Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. If you have been watching my streams lately on twitch.tv/Pokesports, go and follow if you have not already, you'll be very, very aware of this team right over here, Bax and a Boys, which has a Baxcalibur and not a lot of boys. I've really been enjoying that team, but you know what? I've been seeing a lot of people iterating on the whole Baxcalibur and Salazzle thing, and I came across Mars's San Diego Regionals team that did get top 16. It still uses the Baxcalibur and the Salazzle, but has the added benefit of the Water Tauros, the Scope Lens, Hydreigon, and obviously Goldango being Goldango. Welcome to Series 1, by the way. When Series 2 drops, we'll see a little bit less Goldango. Let's just say that. Anyway, folks, we're going to go in with this team here. We're going to see how many wins we can pull out with this, because I think that this team just further improves the whole concept of Baxcalibur, Salazzle, and all of those Pokemon. So come with me. Let's go do it right now, right this second. Let's go. Transition. Sword. Okay, and first up here we have, whoa. This team is spicy. This team's dangerous. Oh boy. Going up against this team here, I'm feeling like Hydreigon is probably going to be a good pick here. Hitting those crits on any of these Pokemon would be just absolutely beautiful. I do think that Water Tauros might have a use here. Raging Bull, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, and Protect A. As I look at that Armarouge, and I'm like, okay, that thing just wants to Tera grass all over here. I feel like Salazzle would be good, but then we've still got the Gengar to worry about. It's got a Focus Sash on it, but Focus Sash and Taunt I feel like are pretty nice. Focus Sash, Fake Out, and Taunt. Do I want to bring the Baxcalibur? I think I do. I rather like Baxcalibur against this group of Pokemon. Goldango, I think, also can join us. Amoonguss, not so much. When I see an Armarouge, I'm very, very hesitant to go and bring Amoonguss, but I think we've got all the building blocks here now. If I bring Baxcalibur in the front, Hydreigon in as well, and maybe not Goldango, but Tauros, that should be all that we need. Now, this Water Tauros with safety goggles here is a Tauros that I don't use too often. Intimidate, Raging Bull, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, Protect. It's all just a very good set on Tauros. I've got an itchy nose. And who are we facing here? Yeah, so that's going to be Sylveon and Hydreigon. I'm glad that I didn't lead with Water Tauros. I think this lead is actually pretty stellar. I should probably consider terastallizing the Baxcalibur, though. Just don't want that to be in my life. I could go for a Fake Out, but no, I should go for a Fake Out. Yeah, if I go for that on the Sylveon, then that will be great. And then on the other hand, I should terastallize Water and consider hitting a Glaive Rush. There's no Icicle Spear, which is something that I'm used to. I could also hit a Sword Stance, but I think that might be too ambitious. Yeah, I think that might just be too ambitious. So we're gonna go right onto the Hydreigon here with the Glaive Rush. It will KO if they don't terastallize right back, but I also need to live a hit first. And by that I mean I can't be hit with a Draco Meteor. Because if I'm hit with a Draco Meteor, then this Baxcalibur goes down. Yeah, so here we go. We're hit. We live it just barely. Thank you. Thank you, Terastallization. Thank you, Citrus Berry. Nope, that's Figy Berry. That's going to heal me quite a bit. And then we just Glaive Rush right back. We KO the Hydreigon. That's perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Yeah, this turn was wonderful. We flinched the Sylveon. We Glaive Rushed the Hydreigon. We took it out. We didn't go down to the Draco Meteor, which was a very, very big threat. Now, if I can just take down this Sylveon, I think we'll be in a very, very good position. Supreme Overlord is going to give him a little bit of strength from that Hydreigon, but here what I can do is I can go for either an Overheat. Think about an Overheat on the... No, I'm not going to do that because that's probably going to terrestrialize itself. So we'll go for a Sludge Bomb on the Sylveon here. We'll try and take that out. And then actually I'm gonna protect on the Baxcalibur. I want to see what it does this turn. I don't foresee it going for any kind of setup move. I don't think that King Gambits usually go for that. So if I just go for a protect here, if anything, it might want to go for a Sucker Punch to try and take out my Baxcalibur before anything happens. Yeah, especially on this Glaive Rush turn, it's very, very important that I don't take a Sucker Punch, because after using Glaive Rush, all moves do 2 times damage. So Baxcalibur is going to be protected through that as well, which is great. Salazzle's not going to take like any damage at all, which is wonderful. So now that we're out of range of that being a thing, I can just overheat on the King Gambit and Ice Shard the Sylveon. Because I still have my Ice Stab, even though I've terrestrialized water, a lot of people still are leaving comments saying like, oh, no, you terrestrialized, you lost your stab. No, you didn't. You still have Dragon Stab, you still have Ice Stab, now you have Water Stab as well. I can go for a Ice Shard, probably take out the Sylveon. I know I'm faster than the King Gambit, so if it uses Sucker Punch, it's not going to hit me. And then a Overheat, barring a terrestrialization on their side, should mean good things for me. Okay, so they're going to terrestrialize, and that's okay. I am just as happy with this thing terrestrializing. Oh, that's dark. That's fine too. It just loses the steel. If it was terrestrializing water, this Overheat would have been very bad for me, but it's okay. Anyway, the Ice Shard hits, it takes out the Sylveon. That's beautiful. And I'm going to be able to use my Overheat next, but it's going to Sucker Punch. It's Sucker Punching the other guy first. Yeah, that's painful. That is painful. The cool thing now, though, is I can bring out Tauros and start intimidating this guy right here. It's going to bring him down to a -1. I wonder if I want to bring him down to a -2. Oh. Let me think about that. I think I'm okay with this. If I swap out into Hydreigon right now. What happens? I could also just Raging Bull. I'm faster than it. I kind of like just going for the Raging Bull. Why am I so gung-ho on taking out this this guy? Does he just want to keep going for Sucker? Can he only go for Sucker Punches? Maybe he's banded. If he's just going for Sucker Punches, then a Swords Dance is going to do really, really well. However, it might go for... I don't care. If it goes for a Psychic, no, I'm going to try and live that. The battle is canceled. Okay. We try and take some risks, but they don't let us take risks because we're so far ahead. Amazing. Cool. I love that game. That was a great first game. Let's take that knowledge into game 2. Let's see if we can't pull out another win. That game felt great. I'm liking this team so far. Come on, let's go. I should say that right now I am taking a break from preparing for Orlando Regionals. I've been playing a lot of Series 2 recently. And so playing Series 1, where we're outside of Photosynthesis Quark Drive meta, is really, really fun for me. Because over here with Nick, he's bringing a Copperajah. This is the first time I've seen a Copperajah in all of Scarlet and Violet. I don't think I knew the Copperajah was even in the game. If I think about it, yeah, maybe. I can lead with the Salazzle, but I feel like they're going to try and Trick Room here. And if they're going to try and Trick Room, what do I have against that? I could go for a Rage Powder and some other move, but I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to try and Rage Powder. And if they do that, what do I have to Oko in Amoonguss? Nothing. So I can go for the Hydreigon to try and hit the Pokemon beside whoever's doing the thing. And then maybe I bring up my own Amoonguss just to redirect whatever hit comes after that. You know what I mean? Then I can bring out the Salazzle. No, I'm not going to bring out the Salazzle. I'll bring out the Baxcalibur and the Goldengo, I think. Goldengo, I feel like, is the right pick against most of those Pokemon. And then Tauros. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we go for Tauros? I'm not bringing back Baxcalibur, which feels kind of weird, but I don't really see what Baxcalibur can do against this team, right? You go for Glaive Rushes. They switch into Hatterene. You don't hit the Glaive Rush. You go for an Ice Shard. Doesn't really do all that much because it's an Ice Shard. Anyway, I think we picked the right Pokemon for this. Hariyama and Hatterene. Okay. So that does mean that one is going to go for a Fake Out. I think it's just safe to go for a Protect here. And then what I can do, because I assume that the Hariyama is going to try and Fake Out the Hydreigon so that I don't go for a Focus Energy Heat Wave, so that I don't set up on them. But maybe I don't Protect because I'm trying to... Okay, because here's the thing. If Fake Out hits, it does like a little bit of damage. I need to Terrastalize so that I don't immediately go down to a Dazzling Gleam. But then I can also Spore the Hariyama, and that'll get away from Guts. So this is kind of like a half measure, where if they fake out the Amoonguss, then my Fire type Hydreigon gets a Focus Energy off. If they fake out the Hydreigon, then the Hariyama goes to sleep and doesn't trigger the Flame Orb. Okay, so they targeted the Amoonguss. Amoonguss is going to damage it with the Rocky Helmet, which is great. I'm going to Focus Energy, so next turn I'm going to be able to Rage Powder and go for a big old Heat Wave. This should be pretty great. Hatterene's going to use Trick Room. Rooms are flipped, but again, I think I have really good Pokemon out for something like this. I'm a little worried about the Hariyama going for a Wide Guard here. If that's a Wide Guard plus a Psychic, then my Amoonguss is down and I don't do any damage this turn. So I feel like I should just go for a Draco Meteor. I've already enabled myself to be fully Crit Man all the time, boy. So I can just go for Hariyama here, do all the damage. And I think just in case, we should always go for Rage Powder. Yeah, let's go for a Rage Powder here. Let's take that Psychic. I don't want to take the Psychic, but I'm going to take the Psychic. Oh, so the Hariyama is going to Terrastalize into normal. Okay. So that's a big Facade, I assume, if that's what it's going to do. So Amoonguss hits the Rage Powder. What I didn't think about is the speed tiers here either. So the Hatterene's going to use Psychic, and I need to hope that this doesn't take out the Amoonguss, actually. Yeah, so it does. Ooh, yeah, okay. A Heat Wave might have taken out both of them, just thinking about it now, and the Facade is going to probably take out my Hydreigon. Yeah, it is. That's unfortunate. That's really sad. You know what? Because if I had lived that Psychic and Facade would have targeted the Amoonguss, then I think we would have been okay. But fully didn't think about the fact that Okos happen. Well, here's the thing. Here's something. I now have Goldengo that I can place on the left, and I have Tauros that I can place here. I can think about what it would feel like to go for a Nasty Plot on Goldengo. Tauros might want to close combat the Hariyama. However, I think it might be better for me to Raging Bull just because these are my last two Pokemon. Hatterene could also go for a Dazzling Gleam or go for just straight up Psychic on Tauros, which might mean that Protect is the better choice here. We are in Trick Room, so I kind of want to preserve my Pokemon as well. Well, that said, why don't I just go for... Yeah, you know what? No, we're going to go for a Nasty Plot. I'm still worried about Wide Guard. Wide Guard changes a lot of things for me. Yeah, it's just deciding not to do that. Oh, man. Now they got me. They got me this game. The Mystical Fire is amazing against Goldengo, and I never thought about how good Mystical Fire is against Goldengo. That's really cool. So that reduces my special attack by 1. Nasty Plot's going to up it by 2, but it doesn't really matter too much at this point. I just need to protect on Goldango and stall out another turn. I haven't managed to KO any of these Pokemon yet, which is just the nasty side of Trick Room, you know? I'm going to hit the Raging Bull on Hariyama. If I don't take it out this turn, then I can take it out eventually with an Aqua Jet. But I'm not super thrilled to go and hit something with a close combat right now, especially when I have the rest of the game to think about still. I am flabbergasted by the lack of wide guard that Hariyama's been using. There were so many opportunities. There were not so many opportunities, actually, now that I think about it. As long as they knew that they could. What did that trainer just do? Anyway, as long as they could take out my Goldango before it was a problem, that Raging Bull is going to do quite a bit of damage. Psychic is going to also do a lot of damage to Tauros. It's going to take it out. All right. Yeah, this is definitely GG. This might be the last turn of Trick Room. If not, there's one more. So what I was saying is I have one more turn I'm going to protect. The Hydreigon in that first turn, second, I guess, they knew that they would one-hit both of them with a Tera Facade and did I already protect? I protected last turn. It's fine. This is done. Would have had to hit the second one and then go crazy with Make It Rains. There were better ways to win this. There were definitely better ways to win this. I need to think more about when Hariyama's joined the field. If I had brought out Goldango and Hydreigon, I feel like that would have threatened them a little bit more. Especially if I went for like a Make It Rain and a... How to Make It Rain in a Focus Energy. Make It Rain in a Heat Wave, maybe. Anyway, I'm getting in my own head too much, but we'll take this into game 3. I really, again, still really like this team. I like it when I can see a lead and be like, I need to figure out how to beat this, and not this lead just counters my team. Because I don't think the lead countered my team. I think I played into it wrong. Anyway, let's go into game 3. Let's do another thing. Come on. All right, who we got? Oh, it's almost Heroes. It's almost that Heroes team with the Rain plus Magnezone and Salamence. 2 Pokemon that can set up Tailwind in that. Magnezone is big and scary. Garchomp is physical. That's probably a special Salamence. Meowscarada is physical. Floatzel's physical. Tauros, I feel like, is going to be a really good pick here. Not so much against the Meowscarada because that's straight up grass, but the Baxcalibur will do quite a bit of damage to that Meowscarada. I kind of want to lead with Salazzle and Baxcalibur just so I can hit the Meowscarada with double priority. If I hit it with a Ice Shard and a Fake Out, that breaks a Sash and takes it out. So I want to do that. I think bringing Tauros is going to be a good idea here, especially if they're going to be setting up the Rain. I can use a big ol' Raging Bull against Garchomp over there. And then who do I bring as well? I could bring Hydreigon and just accidentally win the game. Or do I bring Goldango, which does nothing against nobody? I could bring a Moongus to redirect a Hurricane and Oko myself, or I can just bring out Hydreigon. I think that's the right way to go. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to handle myself at Orlando Regionals. And I think because I've been playing a lot on Showdown with Series 2, and I've realized that I've started kind of talking to myself because of this. Like, this is kind of a strange interaction, you know, like where I'm trying to, oh wait, this is great. I might lose an attack, but I think Ice Shard still does quite a bit here. I could fake it. I should fake out. I'm going to fake out the Magnezone, I think. Then I'm going to hit the Ice Shard on the Salamence, but I feel like there's going to be some kind of terrestrialization, you know? If I hit a Swords Dance right now, the next turn I still outspeed the Magnezone. However, if it goes for Tailwind, If it goes for Tailwind right now, then I think I win the game because I just go for a second Ice Shard. Okay, we're going to do that. They're going to withdraw the Salamence here. That's fine. Are they going to be bringing out Pelipper? Are they going to be bringing out... Yeah, that's a Pelipper. I'm okay with this. So again, I do a little bit of damage to the Magnezone. I do... Oh, that was a crit. Yeah, that's not very much damage at all, actually. I need to think about that. We can go for a Sludge Bomb on the Pelipper. So how much damage does that do? That was 40 damage, 60 damage. This is Glaive Rush. That does more than that, 3 times that. So that'll do 180 to that Pelipper. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. And if I do that, then the Magnezone has free reign to attack. But I think that's fine. I go for a Glaive Rush on this. No, I want to go for an Ice Shard on the Pelipper again. No, I want to go for a Glaive Rush. Okay, yeah, because the thing was this. The Sludge Bomb on the Pelipper. No. I was worried how much damage that was going to do. An Ice Shard absolutely would have been enough there. I'm glad I didn't Terrasilize. So the thing that I was thinking about there was if I had gone for an Ice Shard, I would have done a little bit of damage, and then Salazzle would have KO'd it. Or if Salazzle KO'd it with Sludge Bomb, because it ended up very, very close, I could have been Glaive Rushing the Magnezone on that turn. So very unfortunate. I think I do need to swap out the Baxcalibur at this point, to be honest. I'm going to just... I could taunt here. I feel like taunting the Salamence is the right play. I'm going to swap out into Tauros, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was a special Salamence, but looking at it again, I kind of feel like it's not. It might be. I don't know. We're going to go for Tauros. Tauros is going to hit the Intimidate on both of them. I don't actually mind if I lose Tauros, I think. But what I really don't want is a -2 attack Baxcalibur on the field with half HP. So. Okay, so that's going to be a Steel Salamence. It's fine. I'm okay with this. All just depends on what they do. Salazzle is going to go and ask the Salamence not to use Tailwind this turn, but it's not going to use Tailwind this turn. It's going to use Hurricane, which is fine. This is a half measure we take. Living at 1 because of my Focus Sash, and Volt Switch is going to be enough to take it out. Which is okay. I don't hate this. My Tauros successfully swapped in this turn. Both of them are special. We have confirmed that now. Obviously, the Magnezone wasn't going to be special, but hey, we found that out. What's the other Pokemon that's coming out? That will be Floatzel. Oh, okay. That would have liked to be. That would have definitely liked to be intimidated. So now I have to think about that. Hydreigon can come out now. And I can go for a Tera Fire Heat Wave as long as this Floatzel is out of my life. Now, curious, is it worth getting Baxcalibur in here to go and take some damage? Because it doesn't have any super effective moves. Yeah, I feel like this is a form of Terrassilization all on its own. Swapping your Water Fighting for a Dragon Ice. Because this might attract a Hurricane. And then getting Tauros out and going for a close combat on the Floatzel will be huge. That's awesome that we just took that Wave Crash. I was kind of worried that they were going to target the Tauros, but this is definitely going to be a Hurricane on the Figy. No, that's not going to live. I'm too used to Baxcaliburs having Assault Vest, but this is fine. So we're going to bring out this again. Here comes Tauros. I think it would, like, this was super important to get this Intimidate off. And then I can go for a, man, I think I'm going to go for a Focus Energy this turn. Just go for broke. Why not? You know, and then we'll go for a close combat on the Floatzel. I really, really want to take that Floatzel out. I don't want it on the field because I want to Terrastalize my Hydreigon. And if I can just do that, they're not going to let me do that. They're trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. It's fine. I'm going to KO a Magnezone here. So that's a Hurricane on my Tauros. I'm not going to KO Magnezone because I'm just going to go down to the Hurricane. Oh. I underestimate this this guy so hard. Hydreigon's getting bumped. Well, I think I have to Terrastalize here. No, I can't. I can't do it. I want to do it so bad. How many turns left on Rain? 3. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, I mean, first of all, I have to go for this because I'm trying to stall out the Rain. And if I do this 2 more times, then we'll be okay. So I need... Let's see. The Magnezone does not outspeed me. Oh, hang on. How about this? If I go for a Tera Heat Wave now and crit the both of them, I might take both of them out. Floatzel comes out. I hit Protect. Floatzel doesn't it outspeeds me, yes, but it hits a Protect. I just need this Hurricane not to one-shot me. One time. I need Hurricane not to one-shot me one time. Can you just do this one thing for me and not one-shot me? Yes, thank you. No! That's not the thing that I wanted. Okay, one time, please. Please. Yes! Okay, we go for the Heat Wave. That's gonna crit both of them, baby. What? What? The Rain? Was it the Rain? Does the Rain go through crit? Oh my gosh, I fully thought, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be all that she wrote right there. That's gonna do all the damage. It didn't. It certainly did not. I don't know if that was the Rain dampening even a critical hit. I thought that critical hits goes through things like that, like it goes through screens. But I suppose not. I suppose not. All right. Well, you know what? That happens. Those things happen sometimes. Let's go and take a look at this team. Let's go into the rental code. We'll get you set up for the day. This team's really good. I'm sure that you can pilot it better. I'm sure that you can pilot it better than I did. So let's talk about it. Go and take a look. Go and use it for yourself. Come on, join me. And here it is by Mars, otherwise known as Marco Martinez, who brought the Baxcalibur, Salazzle, Tauros, Goldengo, Hydreigon, and Amoonguss. Very used to this team from a similar team that I've been using called Bax and Boys. It's really good. The only thing that I'm suspect about the Baxcalibur is that Figy Berry. I understand that it's counts for very specific things, and it worked really well the time that it worked, but I feel like having Swords Dance and Protect, they're 2 good options, but if you put 2 strong attacks, which Baxcalibur already gets, then you can toss on and Assault Vest is the word. Assault Vest. Salazzle's amazing. Overheat, Sludge Bomb, Fake Out, Taunt. That's a set that I'm going to be using on pretty much all my Salazzles from now on, especially with Focus Sash. In my other team, I've been using it with not my other team in Bax and Boys. I've been using it with a Eject Pack, which has been fun when it happens, but not getting your Salazzle one shot is pretty great too. Tauros with Intimidate, Raging Bull, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, Protect. Like, it deals with screens, it does close combat damage, it does Aqua Jet. What doesn't Tauros do, honestly? Safety Goggles also goes through, make sure that things go through the sun, which is something that I need to think a little bit harder about next time I use a Tauros. If in that last game, the rain was out. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Goldengo, good as gold. Citrus Berry, you've seen it 1,000 times now. Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Nasty Bot, Protect with the Tera Flying. That's that Tera Flying Goldengo. You've seen so many other kinds of Goldengos. You've seen a Steel Goldengo. You've seen a Flying Goldengo. Lots of different Goldengos just for you to choose from. Hydreigon with the Levitate Scope Lens, Draco Meteor, Heat Wave, Focus Energy, Protect. Again, the whole combo with Hydreigon is when you use Focus Energy, it increases your critical hit chance by 2 stages. And at 3 stages, you always crit. You have a 100% chance of critting. So the Scope Lens there is what puts you up to that 3rd stage. Heat Wave always crits. Draco Meteor always crits. You can Tera Fire so that your Heat Wave does 1.5 times damage. I would have thought that would have been enough in that last game. It turns out it is not. I need to brush up on how crits work in the weather. I'm not sure if that was a part of it or if there was some other kind of shenanigans going on there. And then you've got Amoonguss with Regenerator, Rocky Helmet, Rage Powder, Spore, Clear Smog, Protect. Amoonguss comes in a lot of different flavors, right? You can have a Tera Dark Amoonguss so that it can't be hit by a Prankster move. You can Ghost Amoonguss so that it doesn't get hit by Fake Out. You can, Water Amoonguss so that it doesn't get hit by fire moves. There are lots of different kinds of Amoonguss that you can do, but the moveset usually stays the same with these 4 moves. Sometimes you remove one of them for Protect, but to each their own. Anyway, this has been the team. Congrats, Mars, on your top. I believe it's top 16 placement in San Diego Regionals. Awesome job. Team ID is up there. The Pokepaste is also down in the description below if you want to go and check that out. I've been Mike. I play with 2 Pokemon on the field, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.